WWE held WrestleMania Backlash last night. Here are all of the major and most noteworthy moments of the night. Hey guys, I'm Denise Salcedo, and this is the Sportster News. Last night, WWE held WrestleMania Backlash. Here is a quick recap of all that went down on the show. The show kicked off with a fun back-and-forth battle between Charlotte Flair, Asuka, and Rhea Ripley, who was defending her Raw Women's Championship. This was probably the best Asuka and Rhea have looked with one another, and the chemistry between Rhea and Charlotte Flair was undeniable. All three women pulled out all the stops in this aggressive match, but in the end, Rhea was able to hit Asuka with the Riptide for the win. Then, in this next match, we had a history-making moment. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship match ended up being a handicap match at the start after the Dirty Dogs attacked Dominic prior to the match, leaving Rey Mysterio to battle both Rude and Ziggler all alone. In the end, Dom fought through the pain and came out to help his father. The finish came when Dom hit a frog splash on Rude and got the win. The Mysterios are now the first ever father-son tag team champions in WWE history. Then, what was probably the most interesting conversation of the night amongst wrestling fans was the match between Damian Priest and The Miz. And the reason for that is because they had zombie lumberjacks in this lumberjack match. The zombies were part of a promotional collab between WWE and the upcoming movie Army of the Dead, which stars Batista. Many people were not fans of this very cartoonish addition to the match, but in the end, we saw Damian Priest pick up the win. And of course, those who were upset at this tweeted Batista, and here is what he had to say. WTF, you telling me? You think I booked a bunch of effing zombies? I'm on a damn plane. Shouldn't you be tweeting Vince? Following this, we had an awesome bout between the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, as she defended the SmackDown Women's title for the very first time. She did so successfully too after defeating Bayley. The finish saw Bayley attempting the rose plant, but Bianca reversed it into a roll-up and used her hair for the win. Bayley had this to say about the way Bianca won this match. I tried to tell you she didn't have what it takes to be a champion. She takes shortcuts and is in desperate need of your approval. I won't stand for this. We then had a phenomenal match between Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman, and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. All three men only used power moves during this match, which meant it never had a dull moment. We saw Drew toss Lashley into the LED boards, Drew countering the Strowman Express with a belly-to-belly, then Strowman powerbombing him onto the commentary desk. And even though it looked like Drew was about to win this match by pinning Braun, Lashley ended up stealing his victory. He threw McIntyre out of the ring and hit the spear on Strowman for the win. The momentum continues in the main event. We had an extraordinary match between the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and Cesaro. At the top of this match, we saw Roman show frustration over not being able to get a quick win on Cesaro, which only added to the credibility of Cesaro. We saw Roman work the arms of Cesaro in order to cut down his offense. After several back and forth moments where you thought any man could take the victory, in the end, Roman came out on top by locking in the guillotine to the point where Cesaro could not get out of it and passed out. After the match, Seth Rollins came out and attacked Cesaro with the chair. He then trapped Cesaro's arm in a chair and slammed it against the ring post, ending the beatdown with a curb stomp on Cesaro. Well, what did you think of WrestleMania Backlash? Go ahead and let us know in the comments section below. I'm Denise Salcedo, and do not forget to check out thesportster.com for more on the latest in pro wrestling.